We bring in Kim Strassel, Wall Street Journal opinion columnist and Fox News contributor, and Mark Penn, former Clinton advisor and pollster. Great to have both of you with us. Mark, let me start with you. You know, your thoughts on this appearance by Senator Warren today alongside him and the embrace that he is getting more and more, and even among some Staten Island Jewish voters who are speaking out now in favor of Mamdani. Where's this going?
Well, look, I think you see the Democratic left closing ranks around Mamdani, and I think that's pretty clear. And, you know, he's been elevated on social media, so he's becoming a leader within the Democratic Party. And I think that's what the left really wants to do. I mean, look, I spent a lot of time trying to move the party to the center and did successfully do that. And it won a lot of elections that way. And so what you see here is probably the opposite direction. The Democratic Party is getting the lowest ratings that it has ever gotten in the history of the party since I know it. And that's going to continue if this is the trend.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, what does it say to you? Just staying with you for a moment here. Many Jewish voters back Mamdani. Many of them agree with him on Gaza. That's in the New York Times today. And as you say, you've been, you know, like sort of thrusting your fists against everything, going, stop this. We got to get more to the middle if you want to win elections. How do you feel about that personally?
I wouldn't rate one of these articles that you see in the New York Times to be true. I don't think he's going to get a very high proportion of the Jewish vote. Maybe he'll get 25%. Part of it is who is going to be the opposition. I think as I've written, as a practical matter, Andrew Cuomo is the only one who could beat him if this race gets cleared and if Republican voters, I think, come over to that. But I wouldn't count on the person who won't disavow the Intifada getting a lot of Jewish votes, no matter what the New York Times says.
All right, we'll see. It seems like somebody's going to have to drop out if anything's going to shift in this New York mayor's race. But so far, they seem dug in. We'll see what happens after Labor Day. Let's put up this AP NROC poll for Kim Strassel here that was asked, what is the word or phrase that comes to mind when you think of the Democrat Party? And you can see some of these words that came most to mind and the numbers attached to them on the side: weak, tepid, apathetic, empathetic, caring, inclusive, positive, ineffective, broken. Kim, your thoughts on this as you watch Senator Warren, obviously a very high-profile senator, spending the day with Mamdani?
Well, I mean, I think this gets to what Mark just said. There's a part of the left that is going to embrace this and say, look, this just proves that this is the way forward. I've been arguing, by the way, that I think it's a mistake to think that Mamdani was elected entirely because of his policies. I think a great deal of it had to do with the fact that he was running in a primary with a lot of very flawed individuals. And so many New Yorkers might have just said, hey, this guy's new on the scene. He's fresh-faced. He's not Andrew Cuomo, he's not Eric Adams. That's why we're going to go with them. But she's out there, Elizabeth Warren, saying, well, we've got to talk about affordability and childcare. Okay, that's at least an improvement over the past 4 years where Democrats pretended there was no inflation problem and nothing was wrong. But the question is the way that you deal with affordability. And that's what the party will not come to grips with, is that their policies are what a lot of Americans have rejected on super expensive climate, defunding of the police, the massive government and spending that caused inflation. And they're not letting go of any of that. And I think until the party has a reckoning over its own ideas and direction, they're not going to improve their standing with a great deal of average middle of the road voters.
Yeah, where do they go is the question. Thank you both very much. Mark Penn, Kim Strassel, great to see you both. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.